Tim, what's up? Can you hear me? So, hey, what's up? How you doing, Tim? You hear me? Here, let me know if you can hear me because I used a little bit different setup this time. Or maybe I didn't. This is not supposed to be this way. Um, it's cutting out. Is it doing it now? I'm moving my arm for a reason. If it's cutting out now, then I know that it's the microphone. All right. All right. I thought I was setting things up differently. Whatever. We're here. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? We got 5 people showing up already. This is awesome. Who's here? Let me know you're here. Say hi. Now I need my glasses again. So. Oh. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I can't speak to having problems like you've had. So, but I'm glad you're still with us, man. So, wow, we can get going pretty much right away. This is awesome. A lot of people showed up early. This is cool. So, since there's other people here, Tim, did you see my reply to your last email about the you mentioned possibly? Because I'd like to get everybody else up to speed on what you and I have been doing a couple of days as far as goes. And if you're okay with it, I'd like to show them the video, your video. So, all right, I'll try to keep my arm still. You said it's the mic, Tim. I'll try and. I'll try and reroute it somewhere else. It's inside my shirt. So, okay. Okay. So you're all right. So you're okay with me talking about that now? Cool. So, for anyone who doesn't know, where did I put the body? I put it back in its protective case. So if anyone who doesn't know, in case anyone's new or if anyone sees this in the recording after the fact, this is our build. Right? Well, this is the start. And I still think this thing looks awesome. So this is a community build. I'm assuming everyone here already knows that, but so up to date, we have a lot of the cosmetic stuff. The big thing for me has been the chameleon parts, because those parts seem to be, for all I know, they could go out of stock and not be made again. And so it's kind of important that you get it all from the same manufacturer because it looks all the same. You know what I mean? There's consistency in the chameleon colors. So uh, we've been steadily trying to get the parts for this guitar, and as of this afternoon, uh, Tim has received the guitar neck, and he's been doing a little work on it, and he's decided to commit to giving us a couple other things. It was a potentiometer. I just need one, Tim, by the way, and um, he had a set of pickups that are relatively new that fall right into the window of what would work with guitar. Um, so instead of going out of our way and buying a set, I think these are going to do just fine. Unless somebody has something to say or about wanting some higher output, I don't think that really should be an issue, though. These aren't super hot, but it's like 11.5. Tim, am I correct on that? I remember. I'm trying to remember the email from earlier. The bridge pickup is 11.5K, which puts it in a nice spot where it can play clean. It can play nice, clean tones, even at louder volumes, but it can still produce crunch with just a little flick of the wrist or a little roll of the volume. So that's nice. That's appropriate for this, but it does it without going overboard like a JB does. And the neck pickup is 7.5K. So that's a classic neck pickup. So 11.6 and 7.5. So, and last week I picked up a few parts myself. As payday came, and I said, you know what? Let me try and get this stuff in-house so that we have it, and then if I can collect some of the funds back later as part of the build expense, then great. And then whatever I don't, that's my contribution. And I expect it's going to be at least, my contribution is going to be at least 50, 60 bucks. And then whatever else no one covers. So, and I'm kind of committed to that. So anyway, so Tim is supplying the neck. Baby Boy Mulligan, thank you very much for that. That was generous enough. But he's also committed to giving us a potentiometer that we need and the two of the three pickups we need. So we just about have everything to assemble this guitar at this point. We need the single coil pickup for the middle. We need tuners for the neck and string trees for the neck. A back plate would be nice, but I think I can find one here because part of the plan is to cover it up with reflective tape. Actually, not reflective tape. It's the reflective material used for fishing lures. It comes in all sorts of colors and it's super highly reflective. So it's perfect. We'll cut it out into different shapes, like the owl, butterfly, and all that stuff, and put it on the back instead of putting reflectors on it like Eddie had. Right? This will be kind of our version of that on this guitar. So we need those things. If anyone's got brand new gold screws, pickguard screws, neck screws, any kind of guitar screws for any part. You got jack plate screws; those are a little different. Pickup screws, all of it. Pickup springs, all these little things we're going to need. Also, that's a good question, TSA. Tim, you said it was a CTS pot that you had. I think if I'm correct, and Tim is supplying a CTS pot, that would be American. So, but Tim, let Time Surfing Alien know if you don't mind, just what kind of pot that is. If it's an American pot, or if it's metric, or if it's SAE. Anyway, okay, 500K, not American. Okay. All right, so that'll work. So great. So now he's got the inserts for the knob that he's making, and I was thinking about that. I was thinking that the knob that's going with the guitar regardless. I also think perhaps because it sounds like it's a bit delicate. So I want to make sure that that can be preserved. So we'll put it on the guitar and we'll put another knob in there with it. I have dozens of them. I'll find one that fits that's gold and I'll put it in there. And we'll just leave it in the case. But your knob goes on the guitar. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, so we need those things for this guitar. We need little things like the screws. Uh, uh, if someone wants to buy the reflectors I was talking about, you can find them on eBay for like $10 for a pack of 5. Um, what else? Well, we still need the case because I don't know who might have missed out, but um, this was the guitar case that they sent. Okay, so I got my money back for that. So we're gonna need a guitar case, and I have a plan to at least have vinyl prints purchased that can be put on this. But we're gonna need someone's skill set. If someone out there is near me who would like to uh, apply the vinyl to the case, or perhaps even supply like custom vinyl if that happens to be a field you're in or something like that, or work a deal to make it cost effective so that it's reasonable for this build, then I would love to talk to you about that. If uh, but if it's just putting window tint on cars, that should be enough to be able to put vinyl on the guitar case. So anybody out there who's interested in helping out that way, uh, your skill set is as appreciated as anything else anyone else does around here. So let me know. Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, you know what? It's not hard to build a guitar case. As I understand it, you need some wood to frame it with. You use, I think they use plastic or not plastic, but like linoleum sheets and stuff like that, and some padding, foam for padding, and carpet. Right? What's up, searching for tone? Who else is here? I didn't say hello to Snug Drawer. Said hello, buddy. You and I got to talk. JMK, hello. I'm sorry, everybody. I got jumped right into everything. Didn't say hello. Oh, okay. Time surfing aliens talking about the screw bits I got. I don't even know. I don't know. But these, I think these are removal bits. I'll open it up so you can see. I've never opened them up. I just like put them down. Uh, I don't know. Can you? Is it going to focus? I don't know. They're odd. They're dual-sided bits. Right, different ones. This side's got a twisted threading that I think. I don't know. It's like it's meant to be bore a small hole. Yeah. Yeah, Tim, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would be less expensive to buy a case from Shine for like $55 plus whatever shipping. Funny thing, they sent me a text message today, offering me some kind of job. I'm actually in the middle of a text with somebody about an online job with Shine. But yeah, you're right. So I definitely earmarked that page. And the funny thing is, they're the same cases. They just don't have names on them, right? But they're all coming from the same place. Yeah, these might be easy outs. Yeah, these things. But you know what? They're free. All it cost me was a little time and a little hope that it was actually going to be a guitar case. So, let's refer to the screwdriver bits. So, okay, I think I'm sending 2 in case there's an issue with 1. Okay, yeah, all right. So you're going to send 2 pots instead of 1 in case there's an issue with 1. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. And if it's not an issue, then we'll use it in another build because this is just going to be hopefully just the first. Once I have something to show people, I'm going to start getting in touch with some other people about see if they're interested. And I have a little bit. I have a hook in the water already, so to speak. So, but yeah. So if anybody, getting back to the build, if someone wants to supply any of that stuff, we also need a custom strap. I'm thinking a custom scrap would be awesome. And when I say these custom things, I'm talking, it would be wonderful if it would just be given as part of as donation for the build. But if it can't be a fully given thing, then maybe it can be done for cost. Maybe we can work something out. Um, you know what I'm saying? So if you consider thinking about it and you're on the fence, if you're thinking about helping us out and you're on the fence, hit me up in the email. Anyway, okay, cool. Thank you, SA. Yeah, get the grommets ordered. That would be awesome. As soon as I get the neck, I would love to start putting this together. Oh yeah, that reminds me, we still need a neck plate, custom neck plate, and the neck bolts. Gold, gold or brass. That's what I'm thinking. So I can get something custom done for about 50, 60 bucks, maybe a little more. So if somebody wants to donate funds for that, or if they want to be the one to actually make the purchase and then send it to me, let me know. I have a couple of places that I can I can check out and find out who's going to be the best one and the most reasonable, and get you the proper link. So, but sorry, I keep looking over here because that's where that's where you guys are right there. So let me close this. So you know what, guys, we got a minute. So I'm thinking we should take a look at the neck, because Baby Boy Mulligan here, he made a video, and that's been my first look at it. I don't know if you guys saw it. I did link it in the community page. So I don't know if anybody's seen it, but here, let's take a look. I'll set this up.
Hey guys, we're just going to do a quick unboxing of the neck that I got for the RJ Autism guitar, the Autism Frankie that's being built. Eddie Van Halen guitar, a similar.
Don't worry, guys. It's a short video.
Build, and let's cut this open. I'm hoping it's everything that I thought it was going to be. Packaged well. I'm going to do the fret work on it. Check the neck out, do anything that needs to be done to it for the build. Oh, it's much nicer in color than I thought it was going to be.
Sorry, I'm pausing for a second because I think Snug is just letting Tim know that he just subscribed to your channel, man. So, yay. Back to it.
So, here's the neck. Similar to a Fender style.
Looks a little bit like a Tease guitar's neck too.
Bone nut.
Would you say those are medium frets, Baby Boy? Or are they
maple neck?
Smaller or taller? From here, they look like medium.
But pretty nice. So I'm going to get this thing together for RJ, and we're going to do all the work if any needs to be done to it. But from what I'm feeling, the frets are pretty good. They'll need a little bit of a file, but they're right to the edge.
Medium
not
jumbo. That's
sprouted in any way. So
that's
it's
what Eddie would
really
have played,
just
right?
kind of filing down that top portion, that little edge. And then we'll check the alignment and adjust the truss rod, and I'll ship it out to him this week. So there it is again. And RJ, I hope you share this to your page so everybody can see it.
Nice. I was watching this on my phone before, so I like.
And
It
I'll
looks
be
like
shipping
it's
it out
satin.
this
Is that
week.
a satin finish?
So,
Because it looks like it's
guys,
ambered but satin.
We'll see you next time. Sorry I haven't been putting any videos up, but I've had some things to do.
All right, let
I'm
me close this.
building some guitars to put on eBay.
All right. So, what do you guys think? I actually think it looks like a pretty nice neck. I think it's a good fit for the build too. The radius is something Eddie would have played, right? In 1978, 1980. There weren't a lot of different guitar necks around. So it's right up there with what Eddie would have played. It's a maple fretboard, and it's got the look of the overall look of the Fender style headstock while still being kind of cooler looking, not being so obvious a Fender knockoff. So maybe it's all boxed up. Wow. This is that's awesome, Tim. I'm going to suggest before you go paying UPS that you go to Pirate Ship. It's pirate. I think it's pirateship.com, and just sign up there for free. I sent Time Surfing Alien his guitar using them, and it works real fast, real easy, just like you're going through UPS, but it's dirt cheap, and it's UPS. So it's actually anyone. They automatically find you the cheapest way, whether it's FedEx and all this. When I sent him the guitar, it only cost me $18. Usually something like that is like 60, $70. So you could find yourself saving a few dollars real easy just by hooking up with Pirate Ship. It's smooth, fast. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. I'm very excited. This guitar is going to be unreal. So I got to find a single coil. Not a huge problem. We need some tuners. Those tuners are around 40, $50. But remember, if anybody out there is interested in buying any of the Geiger parts that are left to purchase, let me know. I'll provide you a link. You'll save 15%. The channel will get a finder's fee, which that money could then be used as it gets to a certain minimum to buy some of the remaining parts, which I'll get at my own discount, and then get another little bit back when I make a review for those parts. So see how this works. So let me know, and let me know for anything, all right? Because if I can generate a link one way or another, I'll figure it out, and this way you guys can save. I work with smooth. I'm sorry, baby boy. I'm not following. That's good to know. You just listed two good. Oh, okay. You're talking about Pirate Ship. Yeah, definitely. If you just listed guitars on eBay, you're gonna want to sign up with them. It's free, and it doesn't. It's just check it out. Definitely, you'll thank me for it. Being able to ship a guitar nationwide for less than $25 is crazy cheap. So, yeah, wow, we blew through everything so fast. Yeah. So, yeah, there was other things I wanted to share with you guys. Have any of you guys heard about this new thing YouTube is doing? It's 3-minute shorts. Has anybody heard of it? they're rolling out 3-minute shorts on October 15th. And uh, when they rolled out shorts, they focused on shorts for like 6 months. Like, and anybody who was making shorts was getting attention. So now with this new 3-minute shorts thing, and starting on the 15th, I need to take a little advantage. So for the next week or so, I'm not going to be making another video. So there probably won't be a long form video for next week. If there is, it's probably just going to be, well, not just, but it's probably going to be a video uh, talking about Frankie, uh, if I have time to make it. In the meantime, I'm going to be making a few of those shorts so that I can set that up for the 15th and hopefully take advantage. So yeah. So are they just going to eventually make shorts regular videos? No, I think it seems like they've seen this trend in shorts here on YouTube where people try to tell a story in under a minute. And the ones who get really good at it get really well rewarded. They're the ones who get millions of views. So they want to take that idea and flush it out a little bit. And I think they think that that's going to make things a little more interesting. I think it also helps them compete with Reels over on Instagram and Facebook because they don't have to be 1 minute. So I think this kind of fills a void for them. Actually, searching, they can help in the watch hours a bit when you tie them together. When you know how when you make a video now and you post a video, it asks you if you want to connect it to another video. Usually, that's between shorts and long videos. I don't think you can do it between regular videos or between two shorts. So I think that's the connection there. Um, because shorts can get 500-600 views real easy for me, but a lot of times my other stuff, it doesn't get bumps. It doesn't get bumped by the algorithm quite as well, unless there's a lot of activity in the comments. But if I get a lot of activity on a short and it's tied to this other one, I'll get a lot more out of it. So at least from what I've noticed so far. Right? Remember those days, Snug? The 10-minute, the pre-10-minute video YouTube days when they had limited bandwidth and storage, so that everything had to be less than 10 minutes. That was the early days. So yeah, searching, you could do a lot with the way you like you have fun. You could just use your software to squeeze into a format, make the video full size, and then just slide the video back and forth. Like, and when you're doing characters and stuff, so you could edit it so that you can get a good minute bit out of what you're doing in your regular videos. Yeah. No, a lot of people who a lot of people who watch shorts are only watching shorts. They're watching on their phones, and they want that quick boom, boom, boom. They want that quick 60 seconds or less fix. So, but let me see. Has some stupid rules like watch hours from lives don't count either. I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm just going back to see if there's anything I missed when you guys were. So yeah. So anyway, I'm going to be looking into working with that. I'm going to be working on that. Excuse me. I'm going to be working on that this week. I've got one done. It was a real quick slap together thing, but I got to start. I got these you have to like write for. So it's hopefully I get 2 or 3 done this week. Yeah, that's okay, Tim. The only thing I would suggest for you is, are you using your microphone that's built into your computer or your phone? I would get a simple, an inexpensive lapel mic that can connect to whatever you're using, and that's going to up your audio big time. And everything else you can still use for like for the room. Like if you're playing guitar and you just have it, your phone sitting there, you can still keep doing all that. But when you're on mic, you know when it's time to talk, you might want to be on mic because sometimes I found the volume can get really low. So it would either be that or you would have to go into it in post and edit the volume up really high. So, but yeah, if you want some tips on on how to edit a video or what to use that's free, that's good, just let me know. Hit me up. You have my email. So, wow, 30 minutes in, and it feels like I've talked my jaw off already. Right. It's a good idea to have a mic that is a USB mic and get a mic or a couple of mics for the focus, right? One that uses a jack and like a guitar style jack, and another that uses an XLR. Uh, you cover your bases and be careful with the Focusrite. Don't drop it because they can be a little fragile. I've had mine for a little over a year and it died. So I picked up an inexpensive mixer and now I have to learn how to adjust that. But the Focusrite's a little bit more simple. Absolutely, not a problem, Tim. Let me know. Hit me up, and I'll send you the information you need. It's actually I use this thing. I use this open shot. It's relatively. Uh, it's not as good as a couple of other ones out there, but it's one that a lot of people use. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Everything you saw. If you saw my video today, you saw me doing a lot of stuff in that video, and that was all done in open shot. Uh, It's just about you got to do some prep work if you want to do fancy stuff. But editing for time and all that stuff, it's once you get an idea of what it's asking you to do, it becomes pretty easy. And if you've worked with a DAW, it's similar. It's like layers, right? It's like Photoshop with layers. Now that I've had people abandon the conversation, is like, oh no, this is getting too nerdy. So, um, oh, here's a question, guys. What guitars would you like to see here in the cave to be reviewed? Tease Guitars is coming out with at least one more this year, and I checked out Snug. You dropped a bombshell. You dropped a bombshell last week, right as I said goodnight, and talking about a bass from Tease Guitars. I went the next morning, right when I woke up, I texted Torsten, and he confirmed, yeah, there's going to be a bass. He doesn't have a date, but it's going to be sometime early next year. My guess, I'm thinking spring. I'm thinking early spring, middle of spring. He's going to have the Tease Guitars first bass guitar. I don't know what it is. I didn't ask him. He didn't share, but you can bet it's probably going to be a classic, right? So it might be a P, might be a J bass, but whatever it is, he's going to make sure it's bulletproof, and it should be a good performer. So I look forward to when he has that ready, and I am definitely gonna have that in here. Yeah, you're looking for Snug. You're looking for a bass. Nice. Yeah, yeah. No exaggeration, guys, with these Tees guitars. I don't have to play with words with those guitars. They're that good. They just really are really good guitars. So I know Torsten's tastes. Well, I shouldn't say Torsten's taste. The Tease guitars lineup is a bit on the classic looking side, but at this price point, I don't know that you should be too bothered by that because, like, a Telly with a humbucker in the bridge, that's a metal guitar. You know what I mean? So that's as metal as anything else. So, um, yeah, but like TSA was saying earlier, I think it was in a comment that you're looking right. TSA was you want a three humbucker guitar with two horns, like a double cut. I would like that too from them. A Tease triple humbucker double cut. There you go. You can make one. Buy the SPR and make one, right? No, the Gibson's not going to bother with suing him, I'm sure. But yeah, that's always something to look out for. I just think he's got his own personal taste, and this is what's been working. So there's no need for him to deviate just yet. But I think he's starting to, now that things are kind of getting established, realize that he's going to have to branch out more. You have one success, that's great. You have two, that's awesome. When you do it enough to be consistent, now you're getting comfortable. You can say, okay, let's branch out. And I think that's where the point where he's at as far as his one man business goes. So yeah, right. They sue everybody, but they lose most of the time, and it's a shame because Gibson management, the new management, they should have learned the lesson, but they didn't. Because they're not the kinds of guys. They're not musicians. They're money guys. They're financiers. These are fun, BlackRock. These are the guys who are they have portfolios, financial portfolios, and they're all about ways to keep being profitable, but they don't relate to musicians. And even if they did, musicians don't have the kind of money that they need to keep Gibson afloat. They can't make money selling a $1,500 Gibson. They can't. They've screwed them. This company has screwed itself so many times and had to have been bought out by so many other people that it's gotten to a point where people need to look at these super crazy ideas as ways for them to make money and get back their investments. Because if you were going to make $400 on a guitar and try to get back the millions of dollars that this company's lost as a new owner, nah, you're not going to do that. You're looking to get big money back fast, so they're not thinking that at all. So don't ever think that Gibson gives a damn about you and me. They don't. If you don't have, if you can't seriously consider spending 25 grand or more on an electric guitar, they don't really care. When you get to 10, you can buy a custom shop guitar, 10, 12, 15, then they start noticing. But they still got guys who can drop that kind of money on the way to the bathroom that are looking at guitars over here that are 50, 60,000. So they'll deal with them. You know what I mean? They won't even deal with these guys buying a $20,000 guitar unless they're doing it every week. So yeah, $50,000 Jimmy Page. That's just a cash grab, right? And who's buying that? That's why they can only make 500 of them, right, or whatever it was. It's ridiculous. $50,000 for the guitar. Yeah, great. Yeah, yeah. You would think JMK. You're right. You would think Gibson would do something smart, like, okay, let's leverage the Les Paul with these other brands that we have that we can make more money with, right? Let's do what we want to do with Gibson, but let's let Kramer make a 20 fret Les Paul and let them call it a Les Paul. Let's let Epiphone make one high-end version of the Les Paul that comes in at like right above uh, the the standard at Gibson. You know what I mean? Let Epiphone be Epiphone. Let them make a bunch of badass guitars. Gibson doesn't need to be making that Victory guitar. They fucked that up right out of the gate. That's just my opinion, though. Right? That Victory needed to be a complete overhaul, and they kind of dressed it up like, yeah, here's a couple of things that make it look a little more nicer than No, it still looks like it was in 1965. So they could have made that to a PRS beater like nobody else has ever done. But no, the next time you need a guitar, come to me. You guys don't know what you're doing. Okay, Snug, I will. So, searching for tone. How was your Epiphone experience? So, I actually was thinking about your Squire experience. I saw that video. Excuse me, itchy nose. So, but yeah, so getting back to the question that led to that whole rant, what do you guys want to do as far as brands you want to see here in the cave? Are there any brands you want to see me review? Is there any other stuff you want to see reviewed around here? Um, you know, maybe I can see about getting some of that stuff in here, So, um, TSA, that's a good point. Too many budget brands are looking like top shelf goods to be wasting money. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I am concerned about 5, 6 years from now out of China when um, all this flame maple disappears. Because if you're hearing anything like watching stuff like Phil McKnight's show and a couple other ones, these guys are starting to talk about very lightly about how eventually China is going to be running out of all this higher end material, all these fancier woods. Uh, it's just gonna happen. Right now, we're okay because they're still like taking over that whole area, slaughtering people and doing all those bad things. But we get good wood out of it. But once that stops coming in, that's it. So we got 5 or 6 more years. I've heard 5 or 6 more years of things like flame maple veneers and stuff like that. And then suddenly things are going to get real expensive and real rare. So keep an eye out for that. Instrument cables, that could be interesting. I've never been someone to like dive into that kind of thing and really go deep. It would be nice to learn something. I just don't know how I would test it. I know they do test these things, but I don't know if I have the means to test it. So I'll have to look into that and see what I can actually do to do testing. But that's something I wouldn't mind doing in the future. If there's a brand out there that wants to send me some nice 10, 15-foot cables for review, no. I usually buy cheap. I just wonder if spending more is worth it. I think to a certain point it is. I think up to about $20, $30 for like a 10-foot cable, in that range, I think, yeah, it's worth it. Once you start getting beyond that, then I think it's all about diminishing returns, right? It's just like what we talk about with guitars. You can get that Paul style guitar from Harley Benton. It's only $600. So is it worth it to spend 5,000 on Gibson? Maybe not, right? So yeah, TSA they do, but at the same time, they're also taking over more and more land in that whole area of Asia where they're at, and the whole world's looking the other way. And as they do that, they're raising the areas of like all of its resources because China is a mountainous country. There's not a lot of resources. A lot of what we're getting is coming from those those areas. I don't know, but what do I know? I'm just kind of putting two and two together, different things I'm hearing. So you like the Garrett cables? That's the same guys who were making those guitars, right? Last year, the hollow body tellies. Um, I wasn't sure because I associated them with inexpensive guitars before cables. But were they doing cables? So the Slash Les Paul. Oh, okay. So you got the kit, the one that comes in the package, right? Searching for tone. Yeah. Um, yeah. Sorry. At least it's worth modding, right? You can always gut it and put all new good stuff in there. And hit up Geiger. Hit up Geiger. Oh, so Garrett made cables first. Okay. So then maybe they are better cables. I'll have to check into them. I'll check into them then. Um, I don't know. I don't know. This is some kind of brand I got off eBay. It was like $15 for 10 feet. It's a pretty good cable. Kingston or something like that. I don't know. I stay away from all the $60 cables, all of their extra junk. I don't think that's worth it. Ooh, excuse me, guys. So, um, yeah. So, what else? What else can we talk about, guys? Those of you that have video, thanks. But what did you think about the audio on the sound? Because that was using the new mix. It was my first time using that. And did all of you watch the video? Or should I say it like, did all of you watch the video? I'm with you, TSA. I'm with you on that green break. Yeah, I've seen your picture, man. I know you're at least my age, if not a little older, right? TSA. I'm mid 50s. Let's say late mid 50s. Thank you, Baby Boy Mulligan. Yeah, the Tease does it suck vid. Okay, so the audio was good to you. What about the guitar when it was distorted? It didn't sound funny, right? It sounded like it should. Because I was worried that that was right on the edge of clipping, and I don't know. I get a little paranoid with that. I seem to have an issue getting good tones on the guitar the last few times I've done it, so I'm a little nervous. So, JMK, you and I, happy birthday! My birthday was just 2 weeks ago. I turned 57 too. Happy birthday, man! Yeah, right. Because I know on Instagram your name is different than it is here, and the numbers in your name are the same numbers in my name. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, Baby Boy Mulligan, it sounded good. It sounded better. I think it's just driving it. I think that was picked up better by the microphone. Okay. HFBD. Oh, say it with a New Jersey wise guy accent. Oh yeah, you from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. You got a problem with that? Oh, I think the Jersey accent is just really the Brooklyn accent, just a little more nasal. And sometimes Jersey is Jersey. It's a more of an oi sometimes. Uh, well, Baby boy Mulligan, I'm glad you're here to have that 55th. And Snug, yeah, Snug, it looks like you're the baby boy here. So, and TSA, you're right. That Tease guitar is thumping. It really surprised me because I'll be honest, I knew everything about that guitar before it came here. When I spoke to Torsten over at Tease Guitars, as I said, he's a very outgoing guy. He was telling me all about it, and I was actually on the fence with those pickups because let's be real, we all talk about our stuff, and I kind of expected them to be good, but still need replacing, But no, they're not. Those pickups sound good as they are. They do get Stratty style tones. I don't call them Strat tones because it's still a little bit brighter, gets a little higher, but that's not a bad thing. This guitar has its own voice, just like the HD does, and uh, it's great as it is. Like I said in the video, I'm not changing those pickups, but if I decide I want to change the pickups in my Squire Strat, I'll take those out and put them in the Squire Strat. And then I'll put better ones or something more to my taste than that one. Right? That's what I would do. But if I'm not messing with that one because I don't have to, then I'm leaving it just as it is. You built a cell tower that looks like a tree on the Garden State Parkway. I will have. Can you give me an idea what exit? Because I'm up near where I would be driving on the Garden State. I'm up near exit 127, and I've driven down as far as I think exit 88, which I think is Point Pleasant. No, it's somewhere in that area. November 27th is your well. Congratulations on that 1 year anniversary, man. So yeah, well you do what you got to do. Okay, you do what you got to do to keep being around, right? I was thinking to myself the other day, you could change your name to Mulligan Mulligan. Right? I mean, when you think about it, you've had a fresh start, uh, arguably at least twice in your life. But enough about that. That's your personal business. Okay, TSA. I will have to next time I'm driving on the Garden State. I'm going to have to look for it. And if I'm driving, I will make sure that my co-pilot is looking for it. So, yeah. So, so, all right. Any thoughts on what we should? Any thoughts on how to drum up more attention for this guitar? I have. It's a left field, way deep left field possibility. It. I wasn't even going to mention it until I did some more asking and begging and um I happen to work with a young lady and she is a young lady. She's only in like early 20s, right? So respectfully, um she's the goddaughter of Vernon Reed. Anybody out there want to share who Vernon Reed is? Because I'm sure not everybody knows. Get this. Vernon Reed is the guitar player from In Living Color. Well, I say In Living Color. He's a guitar player from Living Color. Yeah, JMK got it. Um, I haven't said anything to her. I did mention that I'm doing this build to this young lady, and she's a nice kid. She seems polite enough. we get this thing built, I'm gonna ask her if there's any way that I can get an audience with her godfather and have him play the guitar on camera. But as far as I know, that's a snowball's chance in hell. So if there's anything else, any other ideas that anyone else has for ways to drum up some attention for this guitar, uh, please, I would love to hear it. That's awesome, TSA. Yeah, mentioning it in live chats, that would be awesome. Yeah, Snug, you're right. Yeah, it would be awesome getting a guy like Vernon Reed to play the guitar. Uh, but uh, yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We got to get it built first, and we're doing it with enough time that if we get it built early, we can do a lot of promotion with the guitar leading up to the auction, and hopefully, do something good. So, searching for tone. You are so lucky. You got into the fire department early, right? You must have got in at like 20, 24. I heard something about you retired. If that's the case, then you would have had to have been early 20s. There you go. 22. Nice. Doing those 40-hour work weeks in was it 2 days, 2.5 days? Right. Yeah, TSA. I agree. I agree. That would be epic for me too. Any I just by having a hand in it, that would be pretty epic. I could die then. you know, my meager existence would be fulfilled. Yeah, 2 3 days depending on the week. Nice. Yeah, baby boy Mulligan. I think you're agreeing with TSA there. Yeah, I think so. Uh, yeah. Nice. My father's had a door hanging business on the side as a fireman, and he made bank. But that's what you can do when you got a good job like that. I should have done it when I was younger. So, what borough? What borough were you in mostly? Brooklyn. So it's getting close to an hour, guys. So I think we'll round it out. It's 2.5 more minutes. We'll just round it out to an hour and call it a night. Okay. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to share. Who's got anything? Yeah. I'm gonna be. Oh, all right. I'm gonna be moving forward with the idea of I'm gonna be giving a couple more guitars away. Uh, okay. So keep an eye out. By that I mean take in the things. You know what I'm saying? TSA. He was everywhere. Let me know he was hanging out in chats when I was there and commenting those and all that. And that's how he got his guitar. Do the same thing. And I have a feeling it's going to be like B3. And then after that, we'll start doing mods on guitars I have here that need modding, and we'll get them up to snuff, and then we'll do giveaways. We'll do some to you guys, and we'll do some to maybe strangers on the street, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just don't do that kind of stuff right now because it's New York City, and if I'm alone with a camera standing there, someone's gonna come up, knock me out, and take my stuff. So, and I won't even have it on video because they'll have my camera. So, I need an entourage to protect me when I do stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna start doing stuff like that. All right. 5 jobs at one point. Oh, so like the old joke, you were like a Jamaican. You had three jobs. He was the postman, the deli man, and the painter man. You know. Yeah. Oh, that was just a throwback to In Living Up, the TV show from Fox, and they had a running gag where a Jamaican man was always uh, he was everywhere. Like he would pop up in bits as the yeah man, that's me, same character, but I am this guy. I do this job. I do that job. I do that job. And yeah. So anyway, if I offended somebody, I'm sorry. But guys, it's been an hour. Um, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. Thanks for coming. Um, keep an eye out for shorts this week. Probably not going to be a long video. I uh, these shorts are going to. Uh, once that's done, I'm going to be doing some more reviews. I got the R446, the Harley Benton here that I'm going to do a review for, and a couple other things. I'm still waiting to get some guitars back from the shop. My buddy's been sick, and well, he says he's been sick. It's been like a month, and if he was really sick, it would be he would have told me exactly what's going on at this point. So something's going on in his life. He's not saying whatever it is. I don't care. But I don't know what's going on with the bass to guitar build or any of that stuff. But hopefully, I'll find out some stuff for next week. All right. So anyway, good night, everybody. So yes, if nothing else, we're back here next Sunday, 10 o'clock. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. You guys have been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy, guys. I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. Take it easy.